how to study for an exam. It's myOrganized.life, live February 18th, 2019.
Hello.
It's that time of year again.
What time?
Exam taking time.
Is
It's
it?
getting, well, only reason I know that is not this last weekend, but the weekend before my one daughter took the ACT
Oh,
test.
that's right. That's right, yes.
And I wish she would have had this advice, which she could have.
If she would have watched.
If she would have watched, but sometimes they boycott watching the show,
Right,
so
yeah.
that's a whole nother discussion for another day, but this is myOrganized.life Live. I'm John Hunt.
And I'm Leanne Thompson.
And this is the show where we give you organizing tips, advice, and talk about parenting kids, whether they
Yes.
be young kids or teenagers. Actually, we don't.
No,
Because we're both epic failures at it. But
Exactly.
we can help you with organizing.
Right. We
And-
have, studying, organizing.
Yeah, well-
Today is about studying,
Yeah,
actually.
it is. In fact, we are referring to a podcast we had back with Leslie Joelle, episode 209, so it would have been about
Probably a year ago.
35 episodes ago or so.
Okay, there you go.
Well, I think because this week is going to be 248. I probably did not do that math correctly. I just did that in my head really
Okay,
quickly.
all right.
And I didn't want to ask you on
No,
the
'cause
spot.
I will not know.
You will not
Do
know.
not
So
ask me.
anyway, episode 209, you go to smead.com/podcast and just scroll down a little ways.
A little bit, yes.
Because and then you'll see a guy studying at a desk. So that's a whole podcast on it. But this little clip that we're going to show today talks about the one thing that students don't know.
The one thing they miss.
Yeah, the one thing they miss.
when studying.
Yeah.
And what they,
So
they
let's
don't know.
hear from Leslie
All right.
Joelle.
And I always say this to parents too. Your child needs to figure out, and I'm going to explain how you do it, what they know and what they don't. Because what we see happening is once your child can define what it is they need to learn, need to be working on or studying, they give the same level of time and importance to everything. You got to remember, psychologically, it's always more fun to review what you know. Because think about it, right? So what happens? We tend to start at the beginning. We tend to review the same things the same way. We give the same importance and the same amount of time and effort to what we do and what we don't. And there's a psychological happiness about, ooh, look at this. This is easy for me. I know this. And a lot of times that filters into what you don't know. So you're not really focusing on what you don't. There's a false sense of, if I know this, then I must know that.
Right. Well, how about the parents? I mean, the parents, are they going to know this, or how do we get this info? I mean, not all curriculum is going to be that clear, is it?
No, well, yeah.
Okay.
First of all, it depends on how old you are. Obviously, if you are an older student in high school or college, is your parent sitting down with you to figure out what you know and what you don't? No, that's up to you, and there's methods to do that. But if you're a younger student, and you're working with, let's say, a parent, to even go through like flashcards, one of the best tools that you can use to figure out what you know and what you don't. Because what's wonderful about a flashcard is a flashcard sits by itself. It's whatever is on that theory or that term or the definition or piece of information is isolated from everything else. So you have to really comprehend it to be able to discuss it. It's not relying on what came before it or what came after it. It's not this false sense of, as you'll say, you're reading a textbook and you're reading it and you think you know it, but what you're really doing is maybe just memorizing it and not really comprehending it because it's kind of masked with everything else. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. And I think flashcards, oftentimes we think about that's just memorizing, facts and figures. But so how do you know you have the comprehension, I guess, then? Is there a way, that?
One of the things that I love to do with my students is I have them take flashcards to a next level. I call them like Leslie's, flashcards on steroids. That's just how I speak. You know that. I have my way.
Right.
And what I have them do, John, is I have them make what I call can-do flashcards. Okay. So you're making two sets of flashcards. So let's say you are making, like you said, definitions and terms and stuff like that. But we want to make sure you're not just memorizing. We want to make sure you're comprehending, which is very different. There has to be a level of understanding. So what I do with can-do cards is can-do cards take your material to a deeper dive. And this would probably be for older students. So you're gonna make your can-do cards are gonna be like evergreen questions. Like, tell me, where else have you seen this material before? Can you give me an example of this in a book you might have read? Can you illustrate this definition or term in a picture? So what you do, it's like a game. You pick up one of, let's say, your information cards, and then you pick up a can-do card. Now you have to do the action that's on the can-do card with what the information was.
Okay.
There you go. So, study what you don't know. Isn't that obvious?
Well,
you would think
no.
it'd be obvious, but everyone likes to ask me the one about this again.
Yes.
Because I know this.
Well, I know, Laura.
Yeah, of
Talking
course.
about
Yeah,
parenting
yeah.
teens.
Uh-huh.
She loves the capitals. You can,
Oh.
she knows like the capital of every country.
Oh, awesome.
I
wonder
but if you
she'll
asked
retain
her
that.
some other things, maybe some math problems,
She won't know.
she won't know. So anyway, the whole point, get the flashcards.
Yep.
Figure out what you don't know. Spend more time on what you don't know.
Yes,
Because that's going to
exactly.
help you overall lift your great test
And
score.
don't only listen to this clip. Go
Yeah.
back and listen to
Yeah.
the entire
there's
podcast.
a ton of stuff.
because-
In fact, this was a two-part podcast.
Yes, 2 parts on
209
how to
and
study for an
210.
exam.
Yeah, so go to sme.com/podcast, episode 209 and 210 on studying for exam.
Yeah.
That's great.
Exactly.
And I think that does it for today, doesn't it?
Yes, tomorrow,
Yes.
very special day.
Yes, tomorrow we have to tell people,
Sure, let's tell 'em.
dun dun dun, our 1-year anniversary of doing this
Ooh,
show.
happy anniversary
Yes,
to us.
can you believe that?
No, I can't.
We've done almost every weekday, Monday through Friday, because we're here
Pretty
Monday
close,
through Friday,
right?
2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, except for like vacations and my guess. What would you?
We took
you
a couple weeks off. Well, like the summer, we
yeah,
took
we
a
take some
week.
couple weeks. We're going to be
Over
taking a couple weeks off in May this
Christmas.
year.
Yep.
But I actually, you know what I decided?
What?
That I'm going on an epic trip.
Yes, you
in
are.
May,
Yes.
and maybe what I'll do is instead of doing the show, I'll like do a little daily little clip or something.
Sure.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd
It's
be a
from
good
a very
idea.
cool place. We'll tell you later about that.
I'm actually gonna be gone when you're gone.
Oh, you
We're
are?
overlapping. I'm gonna be gone for about 6 days while you're gone.
The nice thing about social media, you can do it right from your phone.
Well, then do we get paid? We don't have to take vacation?
This is a great idea. I'm going to
you
run
go.
over to management right away and
right,
see if
good
this could be
idea.
a working vacation. That would be really nice.
It would be.
But tomorrow, do you have something special for the
No.
1-year anniversary?
No,
Okay.
not really. Do you?
No, because you do the calendar. But
I
I
mean,
could
we're
look
just-
on
we're
the calendar.
talking about,
Let's see, tomorrow.
Tough to toss, conquering the
Ooh.
hurdles of clearing clutter.
Yes, well, that's a great topic.
It is. It is.
Clutter is a big deal around here, or removing clutter.
Right. And I have
So-
a story about that
Okay.
because of a project I did this weekend.
Tomorrow?
I'll tell you about
For
it
tomorrow's show? Okay. You can't miss tomorrow. It's
No,
the
'cause I've
1-year
got a story.
anniversary. She's got a story, and it's all about clutter. You know
Yep.
how you organizing peeps love clutter.
Exactly.
Or like, get rid of it. So,
Yep.
got to come back for tomorrow's show, 2 Central, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, right here on myOrganized.life live. Get organized now at myOrganized.life. Need to turn those piles into files? We've got you covered. Hundreds of organizing products in a dazzling array of colors and sizes. There's an organizing solution for you. Shop online and they're delivered right to your office. Get organized now. Go to myOrganized.life. That's myOrganized.life. Get organized now at myOrganized.life.